Yeah, man. What up? What up, guys? This your boy T-Dub was blazing in sports. You already know we working, she twerking, making it do what it do, and I'm back yet again, slapping another hate in the face with a bologna sandwich. Let's get it. All right, guys, listen, man. People always talking about Deontay Wilder. Who is he for? He hasn't fought anyone. He hasn't fought anyone, right? You know, the people that's trying to justify why Anthony Joshua should not fight Deontay Wilder because Deontay Wilder has not fought anyone, but yet the people who Anthony Joshua is or do decide to fight must have fought fucking gladiators, you know what I'm saying? They must have done everything right that Wilder does wrong. But guys, listen, when you listen to these fighters come out, you know, okay, I don't know if they got hidden agendas or not, but when these guys come out, these professional fighters or newly retired fighters come out, and all they talk about is basically the fear of Deontay Wilder, right? They act like they're trying to protect Tyson Fury, who is a full-grown 6'9" man. You know what I'm saying? But let's just take what Divid Haye said. Guys, again, it's your boy T-Dub, What's Plays in Sports. We are here live. Guys, if you coming into the chat, I am on break. Please, guys, off the rip, please hit that like button and subscribe now. Never miss another moment of this good action. And also, if you'd like to support the channel, please hit the PayPal link, hopefully in the description, and we can go there. All right, so Divid Haye, guys, he was asked by this very, very, very beautiful woman that's interviewing him. She said about he sparred Deontay Wilder, right? And he said he had to take a deep breath, a sigh, and he was saying that Deontay Wilder, talking about his power, says his power surpasses any human he has ever faced. In the ring, out the ring, sparring in a fight, Deontay Wilder power surpasses them all. It's almost like he's trying to say this guy's a freak of nature. He's an alien or something. He's a Thanos relative or something, man. Because this guy is punching with the force of 4 stars or something. He said that Deontay Wilder punched him harder in sparring, guys. Remember, this is in sparring. If some of you guys never sparred before, no, it's not like fighting, but it can get just as intense as if you were in a real fight. The difference with sparring is you typically have a headgear on. No, it doesn't cover your face and your chin, so don't go put a headgear on and think you can't get knocked out, because you can. It protects your head. So you have a headgear on, and you have typically 16-ounce gloves. Some people spar with a little bit bigger, 18 ounces. I even seen some go as high as 20. But I would think on average, just on average, you probably see people sparring around 16 ounces. All right. So he's saying with him sparring Deontay Wilder with 16-ounce gloves on, and when Deontay Wilder hit him with that right hand, it was harder than Klitschko hit him with smaller gloves and no headgear. He was trying to say that Tyson Fury shouldn't take this fight right now with Deontay Wilder. But again, that goes back to this, guys. It goes back to this. People say that Deontay Wilder, they justify why Anthony Joshua shouldn't have to fight him. But god damn it, man, you seen all these professional-ass fighters talking about he's the boogeyman. How Wilder is the boogeyman. They saying that, remember, Divid Haye, guys, a popular guy. I actually like watching Divid Haye fight. You know, I've been a fan of Divid Haye for a while now. Obviously, he's not what he used to be and can't live up, you know, to his mouth anymore. You know, his mouth is, and that's what retirement do. When your mouth is still good, you know, you can talk a good game, but your body just can't back it up anymore. That's when you transition to your second role in life. You know, he had a good career, had a lot of money. No matter where you rank him or don't rank him in the history, he made a lot of money. He did what he had to do. Divid Haye is talking about pure fear. And to me, it's so crazy how Divid Haye can say that Tyson Fury shouldn't fight him. Well, if Tyson Fury shouldn't fight him, why did you spar him? If you know this guy was punching harder than Thanos, why would you even spar him? It's crazy enough that you get in the ring and spar him, but you won't let Tyson Fury make pay-per-view money. You would advise Tyson Fury, 6'9", to not get the pay-per-view, millions of dollars coming his way to fight him, when you probably spar him for either free or a little to nothing, doesn't add up, doesn't make sense. But let me get back on track because I am at work. And we working, she twerking, and we back. And if there's any haters in the chat, it's okay. You can get slapped with a bologna sandwich. Let's get it. Fried eggs and more. Making some s'mores, I don't know. But let's check some. You know how it is, guys. We out here getting it. So, you had Divid Haye come out, right? Deontay Wilder power surpasses any human, right? And then you have what was his name? Let's go, champ. Let's go, champ. How come his name not popping in my head right now? But you know what I'm talking about. Let's go, champ, right? Let's go, champ. No, Tyson, don't fight him. Deontay Wilder punching with that skinny power. He cracking out there. You know what I'm saying? That fear. Oh. You know what I'm saying? Tony Bellew said, I would never fight Deontay Wilder. He talk about, see, and you can tell even his reason for not fighting Deontay Wilder, you know, he said he wouldn't fight Deontay Wilder because when Deontay Wilder, I guess, gave him a hug or something, he put his arm all the way around Bellew, and then he said Bellew said he scratched his own chin. So basically with a man arm that long, he's not going to fight him. But yet Tony Bellew is game and probably still game to fight Tyson Fury, who's even longer, which means it's not the reach that scared Tony Bellew off. It's Tony Bellew know that he would get knocked the spark out by Deontay Wilder. And he knows that Tyson Fury, yes, Tyson Fury is probably more skilled, but Tyson Fury is not punching with that power that let's go, champ. Say Tony breaks. It's almost coming to me, guys. Almost coming to me. Talking about punching with that crackling power, that skinny power, you know. But and then we had what? We had another sparring partner come out, right? It was another sparring partner that said that he sparred all of them except for Parker, and he said that out of all of them, how Wilder hits 6 times harder than Joshua and 8 times harder than Tyson Fury, and you know, and 4 times harder than Klitschko, and you know, different numbers like that, man. So you got all these heavyweights, right? These are professional fighters, once upon a time professional fighters, or top sparring partners. These are not just general fans. These are people that actually, you know, participate in the professional sport of boxing at one point in time, and they are all saying that Deontay Wilder, he's cracking, But yet you guys trying to say that Deontay Wilder hasn't fought nobody because nobody wants to fight him. If you listen to these guys' words, they are telling you why he doesn't have the fights under his belt. Because obviously, if these people would have not have this fear of getting knocked the spark out, they would have fought Deontay Wilder. Why not? If Deontay Wilder, think about it. Okay, the people that he has not fought. Let me ask you a question. The people you say that he has not fought, have they tried to fight him? Do they want to fight him? Do they want to get knocked the spark out? That's just what I'm saying, man. I want to touch on it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I'm on break, guys. I came back with 2 today, man. I am surprised I came back with 2. Let me go and get out the car a little bit. Came back with 2 back-to-back videos. I know, guys, it's been very hard. Your boy working. I definitely want to do more videos, but unfortunately right now until, you know, financial things, you know, to YouTube become more of a financial, my regular job is what pays the bills, so I'm putting in too many hours at this thing, you know what I'm saying? But let's get back to it, man. So, and you know, they also asked him about who the top heavyweights right now, and he said Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder, and Tyson Fury. And then to me, that's another thing, man. So if you're advising Tyson Fury, who you consider the third best heavyweight right now, you advising this man not to fight Deontay Wilder, right? And we already know who you rank number 1 don't want any part of Deontay Wilder, and he's getting backlash. I should do a video on that. He's getting backlash because of that. Things are not selling because of that. People are making fun of him because of that. People are not asking Anthony Joshua about Povetkin. People are asking Anthony Joshua about Deontay Wilder. The man who offered you $50 million and was going to take your bird crumbs, and you still ducked him. As in the words of Keith Thurman, don't duck me, son. And you still ducked him. He put you in a corner where you had no way to come out, and you dug a hole through the corner. You went in the corner and tried to throw like Dylan White in his face or something like that. And then when you try to throw Dylan White in his face at WBC, threw Luis Ortiz in Dylan White's face. And then Dylan White tucked tail and ran. Listen, man, I know some of you guys out there, like, to me, I don't know, man. Dylan White hasn't been making quite the move that he should be making either, man. I'm just being honest. Dylan White is, you know, he's picking and choosing fights like crazy. He talking about fighting Deontay Wilder. He just want a quick roll to at a shot. He know he's gonna get knocked the spark out too. He just want a quick roll, you know, at a shot at a title. But when they told him to fight Luis Ortiz to get that spot, basically earn that spot. You want that spot, earn that spot by fighting Luis Ortiz. And he said no. He said no. And he went and fought Parker, and then Parker almost knocked. If Parker had any 12th round, you know, like dog in him, Parker would have finished him off. That's the thing about Parker. Parker can fight, but Parker doesn't fight with that dog in him. Parker just goes out and fight and uses little skills, but he don't fight with that dog. He don't fight with a sense of urgency. He don't fight, you know, like that's his thing. You can see a skilled fighter, but yet you see something dim in him. And what's dim in him is that light to it's that dog. It's that fierce competitor to win, and especially capitalize on a knockdown. How do you knock him down and don't go for the kill? No, that's just my thing, right? That's my rant about Parker, right? So now, guys, I'm out here. I'm on my car, right? So I'm kind of delaying. I'm walking back and forth in the parking lot, and I'm talking to you guys. I mean, some of you guys might see me live. I'm pretty, you know, I'm animated with my movements, and people are looking around like, what is this guy? You know, and I'm gonna be honest. I'm a black guy, and I work at this company that's probably 95% white. So they see a black man walking around, they like, is he going crazy? Trying to break into my car? Those are the type of looks that I'm getting. I shit you not. But are they looking like, what is this dude doing talking? I don't know. But let's get back to it, man. We working, and she twerking. Hey, the underrated darkness, what's going on, my dude, man? Let's see if I can get that read. I always say good afternoon, my brother. Good afternoon, man. I know you just got in here a little while ago. Man, what I've been talking about, listen, man. There's a lot of boxers that came out here. Shout out to the underrated darkness. There's a lot of professional boxers. Divid Haye, Shannon Briggs, Tony Bellew, and many more just come out and talking about how Tyson Fury should not fight Deontay Wilder. Oh, he shouldn't fight him now. It's like, I'm not gonna lie, man. You know, some of it you might try to believe it and say, okay, they really feel like that because Deontay Wilder's a great person. But then a part of me makes me think that if somebody paying these guys, where were these guys at before then? How come these guys are trying to play Captain Save a Gypsy? Why are they trying to save him from fighting? You know what, the thing about it is, it makes me sound, all the guys that come out and say that Tyson Fury shouldn't fight him, Divid Haye talking about, oh, his power surpasses any human I ever faced. You know what, listen, you're not scaring Tyson Fury. Now, you're putting more fear in Anthony Joshua. Yeah, you damn sure. Anthony Joshua, like, listen, after hearing this, Anthony Joshua's going to be like, listen, man, I don't care if I don't sell out a grocery stand. I'm never fighting him. Did you hear what Divid Haye said? Divid Haye said that guy's punching power surpasses, you know, any human he faced. Did you hear what that sparring partner said? The sparring partner said he punches 4 or 5 times harder than me. You know, that's who you scaring. That's the only person you scaring. Because you already scared that guy out of $50 million plus another $30 million, $80 million minimum. You done scared Anthony Joshua out of $80 million. You're not going to scare Tyson Fury. So cut it out. Yes, it sounds good. It sounds good saying that Wilder punches 8 times harder. Listen, we don't even got to know about that. You saying stuff that we already know. Do we know the amount of power? No, but we can clearly see as the sun is shining right now that Deontay Wilder punches harder than a motherfucker. That is clear. So, to me, it seems like they're trying to push an agenda. They're trying to push to me that Wilder just going to wash through Tyson Fury. And you know what? It could be true. Any fight can go that way. It could be true. It could be, or it could not be. The thing is, we don't know. The fact is, where were you at before this fight? How come you wasn't talking about how strong Deontay Wilder was when they were talking about... Good question. When they were talking about Wilder versus Anthony Joshua, how come these people didn't come out and say that then? How come Divid Haye didn't say that then? How come Shannon Briggs when talking about how hard Deontay Wilder's cracking? How come that sparring partner that came out of nowhere, that sparred everybody, how come he didn't come out talking about how Wilder hits 8 times harder than Joshua? Where was all this talk then? But as soon as it looks like Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder is getting close to being made, and now you get all these talks, I'm just saying, man, it sounds suspect to me. It could be true, could be on some real random shit. I don't know. But you know what, man? It's your boy T-Dell. Let me go back in and finish our work. What's blazing in the sports? You already know. We back making it do what it do, better yet what it does.